This post is the kind of thing agents needed 2 years ago. It says your agent can search X, Reddit, GitHub, YouTube, and a pile of other sites for 0 API keys and 0 billing. The project is Agent Reach. The viral claim says 23,000 GitHub stars, but the live GitHub API now shows more than 30,000. So this is not some random snippet. It is a fast-moving open-source capability layer for agents that need to read the web. Quick note before we go deeper. This channel is built with local agent tooling, and the same idea works across Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, OpenClaw, Windsurf, and any agent that can run commands. The point is simple. If the agent can inspect the internet without paid APIs, research stops being a premium feature and becomes table stakes. Agent Reach is not trying to be one giant hosted API. The official README calls it a capability layer. That matters. It chooses the current best access path for each platform, installs the tools, checks whether they work, and routes the agent toward the upstream tool. The reading still happens through tools like Gina Reader, YTDLP, GitHub CLI, Twitter CLI, OpenCLI, RDT CLI, FeeParser, and Mporter. That is why the project can stay free. It is not reselling access. It is packaging the messy setup that agents normally fail at. The best phrase from the docs is this: backends come and go, you should not have to notice. That is the real product. The agent gets a map of which access method currently works. The platform list is the real pitch. The docs mention web pages through Gina Reader, YouTube transcripts and search through YTDLP, GitHub through GH, RSS through FeeParser, V2EX through public JSON, Bilibili through Billy CLI, web semantic search through Exa and Mporter, plus cookie-based routes for X, Reddit, Xiaohongshu, Xiueqiu, LinkedIn, and podcast transcription through Grok Whisper. That is broad enough for the agent jobs people actually run. Product research, competitive tracking, comment mining, founder radar, GitHub issue review, YouTube tutorial summaries. The key is not that every platform is magically open. It is that the agent finally has one place to check what works, what needs login, and what has a fallback. The setup story needs one important correction. The X post says pip install Agent Reach. In this build, I checked PyPI live and pip returned no matching distribution. That does not kill the project. It changes the installation advice. The official install guide currently recommends pips installing from the GitHub archive, then running Agent Reach install with the automatic environment flag. If Homebrew Python complains about externally managed packages, the docs give a virtual environment route. After that, Agent Reach Doctor is the command that tells you what is actually ready. So the headline is not simply pip install and done. The accurate version is install from the official GitHub archive, run install, then run Doctor and configure optional cookie channels only if you need them. Why does this matter? Because agents that cannot search social and community platforms are blind in the places where product truth lives. A normal web search might find the landing page. X finds the launch reaction. Reddit finds the bug reports. YouTube finds the tutorial. GitHub issues show what actually breaks. RSS catches updates before they become blog spam. For content teams, this means trend radar. For founders, it means competitor intel. For developers, it means agents can pull context from issues, repos, docs, and videos without you pasting every link. The economic point is just as important. Paid APIs are fine for production systems, but they make prototyping agent workflows annoying. Agent Reach makes the first version cheap enough to try. There is a security and ethics layer here. Agent Reach is strongest when you use it as a local research assistant, not as a scraping cannon. The docs say cookies stay local under the Agent Reach config directory, and they recommend safe mode if you do not want automatic system changes. They also warn that cookie-based platforms carry account risk. That is real. If you use X, Xiaohongshu, Reddit, or anything login-backed, use a secondary account where possible. Do not hand an agent your main platform session unless you understand the blast radius. Also, no API billing does not mean no limits. Platforms still have anti-abuse systems. Use this for research, prototyping, and personal workflows. For commercial scale, use official APIs or a proper data vendor. There is also a bigger pattern here. Tools like Agent Reach only pay off when your agent environment can actually run them, inspect files, execute commands, and keep state. That is why I keep pointing developers to local-first agent setups. If you want a local control plane for Claude, Codex, cursor-style workflows, Conductor.com and the Conductor OSS GitHub repo are the place to look. Keep the stack under your control, then plug in source tools like Agent Reach when you need web context. The winning setup is not one magic model. It is a local agent loop, real tools, source checks, and a clear line between private credentials and public outputs. Final verdict. Agent Reach is worth a look because it solves a boring problem that blocks useful agents. It does not make platform rules disappear. It does not replace official APIs for production data. And the install claim from the X post needs the GitHub archive caveat. But the core idea is strong. One command path, a doctor check, backend routing, and source skills for the web agents actually need to read. If you build research agents, content radar, competitive intelligence, or developer assistance, star the repo and test it on a secondary account first. The link is in the description. This was a source-checked TechWealth build with Edge Ava voice, and the final cut is uploaded private first for review.